All right, so hey everyone, welcome to Razor Sharp Studio and what is the first barber to barber clipper review. This is something new that I've decided to do, which I thought could be good for the community. I've only got so many clippers that I can review that I've got myself. So I thought it'd be great to speak to other barbers in the industry and see what clippers they're using, why they've gone through them, and their honest and objective views on the clippers that they're using. So you may be thinking about the clippers and trimmers that they have, and you may say, do you know what, I want to go for it. Or you may say, do you know what, it's not for me, I'll stick with what I've got. So we hope you find this content useful. As always, please click that subscribe button, like and leave your comments and let us know your feedback on the clippers, the trimmers we discuss, if you've used them. Let us know your thoughts as well. So today I am very pleased to have, for the very first barber to barber clipper review, Cos The Barber on the channel. And he cuts out of Slider Cuts barbershop in East London. Many people will know Slider. He's Anthony Joshua's barber, as well as many other well-known celebrities in the UK. And so Cos cuts out of his shop and is a very fast up and coming barber that's getting well known on social. So check out his channel and also check out his Instagram, which is just Cos The Barber, is that right?
Yeah, Cos The Barber, yeah.
Okay, yeah, so check him out, and we'll bring it up on the screen so you can see his page and follow him. He's doing some great things in the UK.
Thank you, man.
So Cos, good to have you on.
No, thank you, and also being the first one as well is definitely an honor. So yeah, thank you very much.
No problem, man. I'm really glad that you were just willing to come on, and just, yeah, it's been a great process to get to this point. As I think it was back in November when I initially spoke to you and said, look, this is what I'm thinking of doing, and you were like, yeah, man, up for it. So thanks so much for coming on. So to the barber to barber clipper review. So today what we're going to be talking about is a couple of the JRL products. So Cos is currently using the JRL Onyx clipper.
Yeah.
How long have you used that clipper for?
Wow. Like 4 months.
4 months.
4 months
Okay.
or so.
All right. So it's been able to get
4
a
months.
good run out.
Yeah.
I know you're very busy in the shop, so it's probably had a lot of usage.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
As well, and then you've also got the JRL Ghost Edition.
The Ghost Edition trimmer. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
And did you get them at the same time?
No, so this one I actually won in the competition.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, what competition?
Yeah, JRL, they had their Instagram competition. They said, you know, when they do the thing of like follow us, repost, tag barbers. I actually wasn't going to do it. And then I just said, do you know what's the worst that's going to happen?
Yeah.
So I just literally you know, normally they say, oh, if you keep reposting, then it's like another re-entry.
Yeah.
I literally just commented one thing, tagged 3 barbers, that was it, left it, and then got an inbox saying, oh, well done, you won. So I was like, okay, cool.
Oh,
like,
wicked. That's a nice little touch.
Yeah,
good
definitely.
Stuff.
Yeah.
All right, so let's get a bit of background in terms of your history of clippers. So first question for you is, firstly, what was the first pair of clippers that you owned?
The first one that I got was a War Magic Clip.
Okay, cordless or corded?
Cordless.
Cordless, okay, yeah.
And then I had the corded detailer.
Okay, yeah. All right.
So that was my first ever. And I think that was also based off of going onto YouTube and looking at what do people have, and I think that was the first thing that came up. So yeah, that's what I went and got. So
okay, no, that's good clipper. I still got one of them. They're just good. And for me, the stagger tooth blade on those when it came to fading, killer.
Yeah,
and,
I mean at the time, obviously my fades were atrocious, but but yeah, I hear what you're saying, because the more I got used to it, and the better I got, I was like, yeah, this is a really good clipper.
Yeah, awesome. All right, so are these the last, or is the JRL Onyx the last clipper that you bought? If not, what is the last clipper that you bought?
So I actually have literally just bought the T-Pop Play clipper, and yeah, I don't know. Online, it's a weird one. Like online, you'll see loads of people saying, "Oh, you're not sticking to this one. You're not sticking to that one." But I'm relatively new to the industry as well. So obviously I think when you first start, finances can be an issue. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But as things are developing and you start to get more clients and you're building, I think it's also a good thing to start like moving around different clippers and seeing what works best for you, what doesn't, etc. So I'm just curious just to see, what that clipper does. But these clippers here are amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So why did you originally go then for the JRL Onyx clipper?
Yeah.
What was it that made you say, do you know what, I'm going to go for that over anything else that was in the market at the time?
Yeah. So for me, I get consumed with whatever I put my mind to. Okay. So when I said I was going to join the barbering and get into barbering, I watch every YouTube video that's out there. I follow everybody, etc. And the JRLs kept popping up on my feed.
Okay.
So I thought, you know what, let me do a little bit of research, looked into it. And I think the thing that stood out for me was the click lever. I think for me, as a newer barber at that time, being so conscious of where am I in positions.
Yes. Yeah.
Just knowing that, it's got a click lever, and then obviously, a lot of these well-established barbers were saying it's so smooth, etc. That stood out for me, so I was just very much like, okay, do you know what? Let me give this clipper a go. Let me have a look and see. And I think it's just knowing exactly where I'm at. 2 clicks down halfway. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's one less thing to think about.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a really, really good point. And because I remember when I first started cutting hair over like 20 years ago, I was so conscious about them times I didn't have click levers, so I was so conscious about, is the position right, and everything else like that. So to not have to think about it, whereas now like people know on my channel, I love a click lever on a clipper. So for me, it's like automatic. I don't even need to look at my clippers now. I know where it is, just and just go through it. It's just it's like muscle memory and such. So I could understand why that would definitely stand out.
I must say though, what is interesting is the times where I have, like, for instance, picked up another clipper like a Senior or the Magic Clip. I have found you can get certain parts. You can get to certain parts in the haircut that with a click lever, it's like, it's not as easy to get there. Obviously you can get there depending on clipper angles, etc. But with the floating, it's like you can just hit everything. So I think that's just, you got to work out what's best for you, isn't it?
100%. And then I think there's always the variations. If you're going for like a clipper that's, when it's open, it's like a 0.5.
Exactly.
To then one where, if you've got one where it does like a stretch, like a Legend where it opens up to like a 1 or whatever, then that's another adjustment. Adjustment there, depending on what kind of trim you're doing.
Apparently these ones do. They got quite a long.
They can open up quite wide. Yeah. And then I also noticed you've actually got. Sorry, can I just have a quick look? So I noticed here you've got the wall premium guard on it as well. So
that's because
to ask. Go on, why?
That's because I couldn't find the clip protector. You know, the protector, the thing to put on everything. I actually had it in a box, and then the box got thrown away. So that's why I put it. But I do use those guards. But I know we'll probably come on to that.
I have to say, the click lever is really smooth. Really, really smooth. And that. Like that. And JRL as well, I believe I'm right in saying as well, is a UK based brand as well. Such, when I was looking online, I think they're based in the UK. And such, which is it's good to have UK brand representing as well, and building a really good product. So my initial feeling just from holding this, so guys, just for your reference, this is actually the first time me actually holding a JRL clipper. I've not used them before myself, but I can already say build quality just from holding it feels really robust. And such. Now offline, you were telling me something about using this clipper with gloves. What's your experience been like there?
I have to be very mindful of holding on to the clipper. When I am using gloves. Which has then resulted in me sometimes choosing to not use a glove. But then obviously then there's the keeping clean, etc., and then the transfer of hair. It's just, but outside of that, it is an amazing clipper. Like even if you turn it on, you can see the LED. It will tell you exactly that the run time.
4 hours to go.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, awesome. Yeah, that's. Really good.
It's a great clipper. I think if it was a case where the casing was probably slightly different for me, that's a matter of preference though.
Yeah.
I would think like this. What else do you need?
Yeah. So. Yeah, no, it does the good. I like the little groove as well. I don't know if you guys can see it here, but just the groove here for your finger. But there's actually two. So there's one for like say your index finger and then your next finger down. It just it does give a really nice holding position as well. But yeah, definitely feel really well made and really robust as well. So yeah, that's really really good. So what was my next question going to be? So the Ghost Edition trimmer. So how did you come about getting that?
So that was via the competition.
Okay, so that one.
So that's how I got this one.
Okay.
It's very good.
Yeah.
For me personally, I use it for balding out.
Okay.
Because at the back, it's just the way that the grooves are on the blade. I just find that it just floats across the skin.
Okay.
No irritation, etc. I have used it for shape ups, but I just prefer to go back to the Gold Effects.
Okay.
For my shape ups.
Right.
But these are good.
Yeah.
But I mainly use it just for balding out.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then how do you find, let's say the trimmer first, how do you find the trimmer in terms of blade temperature? Are they quite good in the terms of blade temperature where you could do like patterns with them, say cut with them consistently, maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes without getting too hot?
Yeah, they don't, like literally, in terms of heat wise, like slightly warm.
So okay.
But even with that warmth, it's like you can. Obviously, I know as barbers we would regularly kind of check. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, is this hot or not?
Yeah.
It gets to a point where you realise you don't even need to check with them because they don't get hot at all.
Okay. All right. That's good to know. Just have a quick look at the trimmer as well. So yeah, once again, build quality feels really good, really robust. Say plastic housing, but good quality plastic housing.
Yeah.
And then turn it on. Okay, yeah, that's powerful motor.
Yeah.
And then just have a little. Yeah, they feel good.
Yeah. It's very soft.
Yeah.
Like, I've no complaints. I've regularly asked, like, from kids right up, like, how does this feel? It's like, I can't feel it. So.
Okay. Yeah, that's always good because I've got one trimmer set up particularly for kids, and I've got another one which I use for for adults and such. So to have one that you can use from kids to adults is definitely a good tip. And I love the black or white and black design is just really, really cool.
When I initially got it, I was actually a bit it was a bit of like, like the trophy kind of like just because of the colour as well. It's like, this can't get dirty at all. Yeah.
And how long have you had that one for now?
This one probably about 3 months.
Okay.
3 months or so.
Well, that's good considering that's getting like daily usage and stuff. It's not really marked up.
Yeah, no, because I'm also a bit like I'm constantly like scrubbing it down and cleaning it.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
All right. And then with the JRO Onyx clipper, how do you find it in terms of like power delivery? Have you ever had any issues in terms of it kind of sticking with a client's hair? Do you find it generally it cuts pretty well with Afro hair, European hair?
Yeah, it cuts very well actually. It's got 2 set speeds.
Okay.
So it's got a fast. So when you initially turned it on, that's the fastest speed, which I believe is around 7,500 RPMs.
Okay.
Then it's got a slow speed, so all the way up is a fast one. Then you've got, so you can hear it.
I didn't even realise that. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
cool.
and even on the slow speed, it will go through.
Yeah.
But I mainly use the slower one for like detailing.
Okay.
Like if it's like I'm a bit like, okay, do you know what? I need to slow things down a bit. Yeah, I'll use the slower speed. But it goes through hair. Very good for like shaping up as well.
Okay.
I've used it on, more or less all hair types. Okay. Haven't had any snagging or anything like that. So yeah.
Oh, amazing. All right, that's that's really cool. Okay, so
I'm not sponsored by Joe, by the way. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, actually that's probably a good point to highlight here. So, neither of us are sponsored by any of the brands. Any brands that you'll see on this channel, we're not sponsored by them. So we're giving objective reviews, and that was my whole purpose in doing this. Is I think it's good for barbers or even people. I have a lot of people who follow the channel who aren't barbers. They cut hair at home. Yeah. And they want an objective view of, okay, is this good for me? Is it not good? Mm-hmm. So actually that probably leads me on to then kind of my last couple of questions then in regards to both of these. So for the JRL Onyx Clipper, if you were to score it out of 10, what would your personal score be based on your experience with it?
I would give it a solid 7.5 out of 10.
7.5. Okay. Yeah. All right, so that's good. So it's good, but there's room for improvement.
Yeah, but also I'm the type of individual where I always believe there's always room for improvement. Do you know what I mean?
So it's hard for anyone to get a 10.
Yeah, because it's like, like you could ask them, oh, how was this? Yeah, it's amazing. It's like, there must be something. Do you know what I mean? There's always something. Yeah. But which I think is good, because then there's always then room for innovation. There's always room to improve. Yeah. But I think for me, personally, if it was, for instance, more rubber grip. Okay. Then I feel like it would then bump it up. The charging time, 5 hours. I think it's like 3 hours, and then you get 5 hours running time. Okay. Never ever, like literally, like I cut all day with just this one clipper.
Okay, that's really impressive.
So yeah, I would say 7.5. I think with just the little preferences, etc., it'll probably bump it up.
Okay. Yeah. All right. That's good. And then for the trimmer?
For the trimmer, I would say a 7.
7, okay.
Yeah. And I think that's also, as I said, I use it for balding out. Mm-hmm. I have myself, I need to set it a bit closer for shape ups. Okay. But I have found that when you do, it's a little bit too sharp. The blade, because it's very thin as well. Yeah. So that's why I've just said to myself, do you know what? I'm just going to use this for balding out. Okay. But yeah, someone else you get on might have the same trimmer, and they're like, yeah, it's amazing. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But for me, that would be probably my scoring. So. Okay.
All right, so there you have it, people. So the JRL Onyx Clipper, Cos The Barber says 7.5 for him, and for the trimmer he says solid 7 as well. And like I say, this is always objective. You know, you could have another barber who comes on, and for them it may be a 9, it may be a 10, it may be less, and such. But I think, Cos, thank you. I think you've given really good kind of balanced insights into both the clipper and the trimmer. My initial feeling just from first time kind of holding, turn them on, etc. They do feel like a really good, well-made product and such. And so, look, thanks for coming on the Barber to Barber Clipper review, giving us an insight into the JRL world. But guys, thank you for watching once again. Please leave your comments, like, subscribe to the channel, and in the future I'll have more guests on to talk about the clippers, the trimmers that they use. So I hope you enjoyed this Barber to Barber Clipper review, and until next time, peace.
See you.